Hey, this is me running my 400k per year profit solo consulting business, documenting every single move that I make within my business inside of this daily channel. So these videos, they follow the exact same structure every single day. First of all, I do questions from the audience. Then I do business stats, which is basically just an overview of my cash, revenue, and my social profiles. Then I'll run you through my to-do list, so the things that I did the previous day, and then also what I have on my to-do list today, because I record all of these videos in the morning. And then in the end, we will do some strategy. What was that? We'll do some strategy on basically just me brainstorming and diagnosing the problems and bottlenecks within my business and making the decision based on how I want to fix them, while always keeping this in mind. Because the goal of this series is that I want to do 1 million a year in personal profit, but I have rules for myself, which is that I can only take calls 3 days a week, and I need to operate my business at an 85% profit margins. So the way that these things work is that I just head over to YouTube comments, and then I'll actually just run you through. Normally, you should just comment your question below this daily update channel and ask your comments there. But since this is a brand new channel, no one knows that it exists. So I'm just taking the comments from my main YouTube channel. So we'll just run through it here. These are mainly just people complimenting me. Thank you so much. Absolutely love this analogy of different coffee solutions to different people. Thank you, bro. Well, the idea was simple, right, for me, which basically was that instead of creating different outcomes and different products, which would be a headache to do a lot of the things inside of your business multiple times over and over again, which is not that scalable, I figured why not do like a coffee shop, right? So you take core product, which is the coffee, and then you package it like a cappuccino, which the barista spends a lot of time and energy and effort into making, and you can enjoy it at the cafe. Or they make you the coffee, and then you take the coffee to go, which means that then you don't have to deal with the customer anymore in a good way. Or some people just come in, they buy the beans, you don't have to make anything for them, right? So it's basically 3 offers in a sense. Well, not offers, let me actually rephrase offers. It is 3 deliverables. And that is the thing that you monetize, right? And the key here is that the difference between each deliverable is really just how much time and energy that is from your end, right? So mine, for example, is do it yourself. It is done with you and it is done for you. I have very limited spots in the done for you. I'm actually kind of capped out right now. But either people do it on their own or I do it with them. And it works incredibly well. So Richie, thank you so much for also understanding the analogy and kind of like seeing it the way that I see it as well. Oh my god, thank you for the video. 1 offer strategy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, do the flexible. Yes, you realize that it's a lot better for you. The way that I see this, right, is that instead of trying to push one offer down to one group of people, you basically just want to like open up your stand and then let people come to you. And instead of you selling them, you are serving them. Of course, with your expertise in mind, you of course guide the person in front of you towards the right solution that you think is the best for them, right? That is, you should always act like that. Were you just in Budapest by any chance? I wasn't. This is my girlfriend. Thank you. Very good question here. Mo, thank you so much. I actually wanted to answer you on text, but then I kind of like got caught up because this is something that I've heavily changed my mindset upon, which is, let me just draw here. Draw not working, or maybe it's because I'm zoomed in. You learn something new every day, huh? Well, this is amazing, bro, because I think my perspective on email has changed a lot. The reasons why I didn't use email in the beginning was simply because I saw bad performance in my previous coaching business, and I think that gave me a bad relationship with email. And I think also in my marketing, I forced content, so followers and DMs on IG and YouTube, subscribers. But email is something that I'm incorporating. The way that I'm going to do it through the content ecosystem is that if I say I want to give something away of value, it can be a free school, it can be lead magnets, it can be these things. I'm still considering that route. Then I'd ask people for their email at first to send it over there so that I can stack emails. That is the one thing that I'm considering. The second part to consider is simply just me advocating and like marketing my newsletter where people can follow along, kind of like these videos, but where I maybe send out an email 5 times per week on me strategizing my going from 400k per year to $1 million a year. And I think I lean more towards this one over here because I'm not a big fan of pushing a lot of freebies and stuff out there. I'd rather that people just naturally end up in my ecosystem and follow along if they want to, and then I'm pretty sure that in a 6-12 months time frame, they should also convert into a customer. So this is such a good question, bro, and I hope it makes sense with the way that I see it. Okay, nice. Yeah, really good question. Banger video, thank you. Recommend it to me. God, damn, thank you. Gold, thank you. This is funny. You can read the comment. Nice. The perk of being good, thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Please ask your questions down in the comments, and then we'll move on to the next segment. Yeah, I mean, you can ask me anything, right? You can ask me about your content strategy, your sales calls, how to structure your offers, how you would go about running your ads, offer, all of these things, marketing strategies, bottlenecks in your business. Like, you can ask me basically anything, right? Next thing on the to-do list is that we will go over business stats right here, which is basically just me fully transparently showing you how my business is doing. So what we'll do is that we'll duplicate an additional day here. The way that I do it is that I record this the 9th of May in the morning, and then I just backtrace basically, so I track performance from yesterday. So we'll go into analytics and see the main channel, 5409, which is a slight less growth than yesterday, but still around the 1% mark, which is very good, and I'm very happy about that. Let's see, Instagram got 2805, which is nice. Yeah, IG is a bit slow these days. It's kind of on purpose because I'm transitioning still my audience from a lot of beginners who followed me because of my previous coaching business, and then people who actually is my ideal customer profile now, who actually wants to learn how to maybe go from 10 to 15k a month and then all the way up to 30, 40, 50k. And would focus on profit instead of large revenue. So daily updates channel, I will not share this channel actually. It's something that I wanted to kind of like talk about on this video as well. It's that I will not share this daily updates channel with my main social profiles or anything. It's not views that is the main thing. Let me just take a little sip. Oh my god. It is not views that is the main thing. It is building the right channel and accountability and getting the right people in, and if I think sharing it on the main platforms is a bit of a cheat code, so I will not be doing that. But I shared it inside of my community, which is probably why I have 11 subscribers, because inside of the people that I work with, I share in real time every move that I make so that they can follow along. Yesterday's revenue was that you can see here. I got a bank transfer Thursday, 8th of May. And it also arrived same day, 2,500. If we go into WOP, I also processed a payment from an agency client. You can see here yesterday, which is 1175 after fees, of course. And I run my agency with 2 partners, so I keep 30% of that, 33%, sorry. Not times, that would be very nice, but just plus the 2,500 that I made personally, 2,887. We'll just do that. And the same in cash. We spent yesterday. You can see it was just ads. Yesterday we spent $14. I bought a lead magnet, and then I did $10 for Slack, and then the ads. Right, so it's like let's see if I can do some quick math here. It's 37 plus 14, 51. There we go. So yesterday was a good day. If I can keep myself around these numbers here, I will be doing $1 million a year. But I also know that it fluctuates a lot. Again, this month I'm estimating 30k. Because of the things that I spoke about yesterday, is that I'm basically out of capacity, which is how it is. So next part of it is me showing my to-do list. So basically I'll run you through the previous day, This was a note that I got. I've already put it in my to-do list. I just I scripted this YouTube video. Nice. I went for a walk. I had a call with my agency team, and I did the daily updates. And then I'll also show you. Here's my to-do list. So basically, everything that you see on screen here from May 8th is everything that I did yesterday. So I tracked all my followers, ads, cash, and rep. I answered all WhatsApp, Instagram. I invoiced agency clients. I built a story highlight out for basically fitness coaches. I can show it to you. So I built out this one because my agency operates fitness coaches. We take a percentage of their business. So we will be starting actually a new outbound strategy, which is going to be 10 to 15 personalized looms every single day for highly qualified prospects, where the guy who's the head of sales at my agency will actually go to my profile for social proof, and basically it's showing the client wins and mention it in his loom. So it will be like a personalized intro, mentioning like where we can come in and help right away, because we have to understand if the prospect knew that they were doing something wrong, they would have fixed it. So we need to highlight them on the fact that they're not operating the business at the way that they could do it, and also in a way where they would actually like to do it. So not taking any more sales calls, serving their clients, creating content. So we create that loom, refer to my Instagram, go through the story highlights, and then I have a YouTube case study showing where I took a fitness coach from 8K to 45K a month in just 16 weeks. So that is basically the plan here. You can, I'll show you the storyline actually. So basically just a call out and what we do. And then we have basically client numbers, which are really good. Another client numbers, and then me referring to this YouTube video, a case study video with almost 5K views. It's definitely also brought in some money, which is very good. So very good. Let us go back to my to-do list actually. I need to go into OBS because it's an app. That's just how it is. I created a description for the daily upload channel here. It can be copy pasted. I wrote a copy for my Instagram reel and I uploaded it. And it actually had some pretty good performance. I'll try to show you. People really liked it. It was a long video. It was like 90 seconds. But you can see here 300 likes, 16 comments, and it actually did, I think, decent, to be fair. But it was a good video. I liked the script a lot. I spent a lot of time on that one. I filmed it. I remember I filmed it in Bali actually, so it's quite some time ago. But yeah, let's go back to the to-do list here. I finished 14 IG reel scripts. 10 of them I'd already scripted out, so I scripted 4 additional, and then I finished all of the ones. So basically, the way that my content process goes is that, let me see full screen. The way that my content process goes for my content is that I basically write the initial batch, then I like take a step back, and then I circle around a day or two later, and then I rewrite them all again, and then I kind of like do that 2 or 3 times because I always batch record. So if I've noticed that if I write everything in one day, then it will all follow the same pattern of that thought process that I'm in. So I'm kind of like trying to avoid that by batching it in multiple days and then running it through. So today it's Friday. Tomorrow I'll run them through one last time, and then I'm recording Sunday, and I'm recording 20. So it's a big batch this time. Let's head into to-do lists. Yeah, basically cracked. In the morning I did the iPad setup for daily updates here. I set up my VU savings for my personal finances, which was very nice. I think I got a 4.5% interest rate, which is for me having majority of my net worth in cash. It's decent. It's better than them just standing around, you know. I tried to optimize OBS with Godspeed here by adding an application to the screen recording. I plan out content, inbox 0. I send a loom to the guy who I've hired to build my systems because I suck at systems, so I hire someone to do it. Then making templates for it so I can use it, and then also the people that I mentor clients, like whatever you want to call it. I outlined my next YouTube video. I didn't finish it, which was not the best. And then I created an intro for myself that I can use in both these videos, starting from next video, but also if I jump on podcasts and so on. It's a podcast that I listened to, and it was a pretty awesome tip. So yeah, today it's a call filled with days. So I need to connect some of my clients with a podcast. I need to remember to show these things in in the daily updates, which I've done. I finished this Instagram checklist, which is a topic call that I'm hosting for my community today. And inbox zero, it's definitely not zero now. So that's how it is. But I'll show you my calendar today so that you can just see what I'm up to, who I'm talking to, and what I'm doing. Agency client, then I have a connection, then I have a call with an old client of mine, I have topic call, I have a discovery call, not really discovery call, catch-up call kinda, agency client, and then I have an introduction to Circle, because I'm kind of like in between picking my next platform for where I'm hosting my community, having my resources, these things, because right now everything is just on Slack because I don't have any video resources. I have it in my own library, but I provide them to my clients over time. So the main thing here is to go for Circle, Slack, WAP, etc. Main thing is just the branding, that I can have my own branding so that it looks super clean. I think School is good for that. I think Circle is good for that. WAP not so much. But right now I payment process through WAP, so it's a bit of a headache here to be quite frank. Let's talk strategy. Let me hop into, there we go. So I think one of the things that I kind of like resonated a lot with yesterday was the fact that if you should optimize for profit versus revenue. It's kind of a big one because I've done both, and I think right now in the space that I'm in, info space, consulting, I'm seeing a big trend in a lot of people making the same pivot as I did. It's not that I started it, please don't think that. But I'm paying attention, seeing a lot of people who kind of like naturally downsize because of they've typically made some money, they've made some cash. They realize that they're typically getting dragged out of the operations that they like to do. If you're a coach and you start coaching and you suddenly have a corporation where you don't coach because it's unscalable, then that will typically affect you over the long time because the money is cool, but you're like, why am I doing this? I'm managing people putting out fires. So there's something there. And then definitely also just everything that comes with a large operation, right? Everything in a large operation requires typically high volume. And all of these things can actually be, if you think of it, right? It's like, it's also pros, right? It's also that you get to help like 10x the people that you would in the profit side of things. So like a lot of volume is good because you also get more ad spend, which means more leads, more followers, more people into your ecosystem, whereas profit is more about basically making the most of every lead, right? So I think there's not really any right or wrong here, but I just wanted to give you my perspective on it. So I'm very happy that I did the revenue route first with high volume, which got me an audience and got me the proof of concept that I could teach others because I had the experience of managing 14 full-time people, managing a high ad spend, high ad volume creative, managing CSM and a lot of students while still maintaining extremely good results. And then I could kind of like take that and then package and learn everything into a more like profit-driven business where most people come to work with me because of the things that I've achieved and the values that I share. But I also think, on the other hand, that the profit way is also perfectly fine, right? Because if I'm thinking of a lot of the people that I mentor now, it's a lot of them, like they don't have 5 to 10K a month to throw into ads, because typically the people that I work with are doing around 20K per month, and you have to spend 10K a month on ads. That is basically 50% of your net profit, right? Which is a lot of money put into advertising. So I think there you would maybe rather start out with 10 to 15% of your net profit, invest that back into the business in ads or content, typically maybe 70-30 in terms of like ad spend, and then actually content editing resources. And then you wanted to like slowly build from there, right? Because ideally with a personalized offer in 2025, with like you actually spending time with your clients, you should be able to see at least a 3x return on investment in front end, and probably over time and lifetime value and people getting into a sales cycle, you should probably be able to see a return of 6 to 7 if your business is structured the right way. That's kind of the numbers that I have overall from the people that I work with. So I think to give you a conclusion on this is that there is no conclusion. It's about what season you are in. Understand that the revenue season, it is. So I think this is actually the same amount of work. I work the same amount of hours, but I just work on different things, right? When I had high volume, high team, revenue focused, and an extremely high output, I was definitely working the same, probably a little bit more hours now, but the same hours as I am now, but only on short-term things, right? It was like, instead of building my YouTube channel and organic content, I was making 40 ad creatives a month, right? Whereas now, I don't work that many hours on sales calls and short-term thinking and short-term activities, but I work on long-term things such as my YouTube channel, the daily updates here, my brand, content resources, my program, these things which will benefit me in 12 months, whereas this will benefit me next month. So I think it's a misconception that a lot of people think that when you go from rev to profit focus, that you work less. You don't really, in my opinion. I didn't start my business to work less. I started my business because it's or I run my business because it's the funniest thing ever, and I love it. So I work the same amount of hours. I just work on different tasks, right? So I think there's not. I hope that, again, this is just me brainstorming out loud, right? Because there's not really no right or wrong, and kind of like just me reflecting on the past journey that I've had. But it's just important for me to kind of like say that it's actually okay if you focus on revenue. I have clients who are like, Fred, I know that you preach this model, but I know that you went from 0 to 100K a month with a brand new offer and 900 followers on Instagram in 8 months, and we want to do the same. And I'm like, completely fine. I pull up all my old KPIs, and then we just like, let's get to work. VSL, guaranteed offer, short-sighted sales cycle with like heavy outbound seller team, inbound seller team, sales team, because it's also a good business. Like, it's a good way of like quickly putting 20-25K per month inside of your pocket, right? While I have to say that, remember, in life you only get one name, so take good care of it. So you don't have to show rented cars or girls or yachts, even though that you sell a B2C offer, or even though you go for high volume. All of my ads when I ran my business was, it's hard to start a business. So just remember the integrity there. But yeah, that is all for today. I hope that you learned something. Please comment down below if you made it till the end. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we went through, let me see if we got it all today here. We did. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you an absolutely amazing day. And then we'll see each other tomorrow.